Okay. Welcome. In this course, I'm going to share with you all the basics that help me understand that stability is everything, and it will change your life if you just get the basic foundations down first. This is exactly how I did it in a step-by-step format that you can follow along and get the same results for yourself. This course's mission is to fire up your progress, to relieve your pain, and to find new ways to build up new levels of strength within your body. This is done simply through the first and most important skill that you need. Stability is controlled strength. It's the foundation that keeps your joints safe, your movements efficient, and your body's power usable. It gives you the ability to use power that you don't have access to. So let's put the complicated mobility exercises aside for a minute. Let's put the yoga poses and the deep heavy squats on a pause just for a minute. You need to be able to crawl before you can walk, right? Let's focus on the absolute fundamentals first. So what are they? What are the foundations that must be in place before you can actually make true progress? What are they? 99% of people are skipping the basics because it's uncomfortable, it's not fun, it's boring. I was part of the 99%. That's why I got myself in that position of injury. That's what every single human being does to themselves. They take the easiest path. Not only that, but they're also forcing themselves into advanced movements before they've got the basics down pat, and that's a big fat recipe for disaster. If you build a lot of strength on a broken, imbalanced frame, then you guarantee that you create injuries, and you guarantee that you embed injuries in yourself forever. They take a long time to undo. This course is for those people who are smart enough and patient enough to understand that you have to master those fundamentals first before you can make any actual progress. Any progress you make without mastering those fundamentals, you're building on a broken body, and you're creating embedded imbalances in your body that again take a long time to undo. So we're going to do it right the first time and get the basics, fundamentals down first, so you can finally enjoy building real and pain-free progress. 21 years of learning lessons the hard way. I've done that, so you don't have to. For 21 years, I've been training in the gym 6 days a week, no steroids, no peptides, no injections, no nothing, just natural bodybuilding. I've suffered injuries the whole way through. Early on, I tore my left bicep, and I've hurt my lower back early on. I've been going through injuries a lot of the time. And it was those injuries that are a blessing, because they've kept me off doing any steroids, because if I've got an injury, then what's the point of doing steroids if I'm gonna just make the injury bigger? So it's been a blessing. It seemed like a curse the whole time, but all the struggle that I've been through has built strength and knowledge and understanding around how to rehabilitate injuries, and I'm glad that it's gone that way. Most importantly, I've learned that 99% of the time, there's actually no injury. There's actually no such thing as an injury, only a temporary and fixable inability. So if you have an injury, it's something that you can fix through strength. You can fix it through efficient functioning mobility. If you are mobile and you're stable, and you've got fitness levels and you've got movement abilities, then the injuries can't exist inside that area because you're in control. Without mobility, you have zero control. With mobility, you gain control to stay injury-free and get stronger and stronger and stronger. See, even before you can master mobility, you need to have stable joints first. So let's get stable first, and then mobility is going to be much easier to create. So stability comes first. Mobility is simply stability in motion. Makes sense, right? Stability is joint level strength. It's the foundation your body needs before mobility is even possible. The more stability you build, the easier mobility is going to become. So let's build some strength in your body using isometric and static holds. Once that strength is built around your joints, then we can start to implement that into mobility and movement, stable stable joints in movement mobility. In this course, there is one short, sharp, and effective light intensity workout that's going to activate all of your stabilizers. For the next 7 days, you will learn to rebuild the entire foundation of your entire body. Strengthening your joints, reactivating previously neglected muscles, and restoring that powerful connection that is between them. We're going to gain control of your body. That means waking up stabilizers that may have been dormant for years, or maybe you've never used them before. Once they are online though, your joints lock in. Posture improves, movement becomes smooth and effortless. If those muscles remain dormant, however, and you don't manage to wake them up, then dysfunction is going to define how you move forever. Now, when I used to have dormant muscles in my left side, which I still do, and in my bicep here, in my forearm, because I was stiff in my shoulder and I was stiff through my bursa, and then I noticed that there were parts of my arm that were overactive and parts of my arm that were inactive. And as I freed up my shoulder and I became more stable, then I started to get more activation through my arm. I noticed that I started getting these big red dots exactly on the spot that I had inactive muscle. So in those inactive muscles is also toxic. It's never moved. So that muscle's just sitting still. So in there is junk. You're not gaining access to everything. You need to gain access to every part of the function. So we're building stability, and we're building connection to those inactive muscles that weren't doing their job. Now we need them to do their job, so everyone's doing their job properly. Everyone's working at full capacity across the board. There's no one overworking, there's no one underworking. So just be aware that you might get some red dots coming out. Stabilizer activation is a lifelong benefit. It's going to change your life. This isn't just another warm-up. This is pain prevention security system for your entire life. You've got to visualize a much bigger picture and know that everything we're doing now, all the structures that I'm in building in my body now, it's going to compound every single year. As I get older, it's going to make it either much better incrementally or make it much worse incrementally. So we're heading in that good direction. A body that can move perfectly doesn't get injured because it is always moving within its abilities. Mobility is not just disposable rehab training. It is your pathway to absolute control over your entire body, which grants you the ability to be pain-free as long as you can remain in control. There's also a mental edge bonus that comes with this program. As your body gains more control, so does your mind too, and you gain more confidence in your ability to have control over your body and your own mind. You stop rushing and you start to be more aware and feel what's going on. Every single rep becomes intentional, and you become much more present, and you enjoy the process of focusing, concentrating on every single rep instead of wishing that it's going to be over the whole time. You actually become more present. That confidence is going to spill out into everything else that you do as well. The ability to overcome discomfort becomes the addiction and the progression. So are your stabilizers, are they awake or are they asleep? Like, think about it. Have you got parts of your body that could be doing more work and aren't coming to the table that you don't even know about? If they're asleep, then your body is faking its strength. If they're awake, however, then everything you do, they're strengthening it and reinforcing that positive, correct movement. From the second you wake up and get out of bed, you're either falling apart because you're not in control, or you're incrementally gaining control and getting stronger because you're consciously putting yourself into a position of control. That's what this program's about. We're gonna train them a little bit every day and just wake them up. Like, we're just gonna give them a little wake-up call, and then they'll be ready working all morning. And then you'll give them another little wake-up call, and they'll be working during your training session. You give them a wake-up call, you're gonna be able to strengthen up overnight. And then you do the same thing in the morning. Just give them little wake-ups all the time. And then if they're always waking up, then they're always on par, and they're gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger. That's why this training has to be light. This is not about muscle fatigue. This is not about intensity. It's about neuromuscular activation. This program is designed to be light so you can do it every single day. The power of this workout comes not from this session, but from the accumulated compounding effect of the session every single day over a longer period of time. So you're going to learn how it feels after 7 days, and then you're going to choose how often you're going to be doing it after that. Daily consistency is the only possible way to build true, deep, structural strength and a framework that you can have always there available to you. It's a strength that is going to elevate every single workout and every second of your life going forward. That's pretty good, if you ask me. So let's begin. You're about to unlock a whole world of potential that you weren't even aware that you had access to before. It all starts with your spine. The spine is the foundation of everything. So I'll see you there.